Good morning, everybody. I have not seen you guys in like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks since I made that last video. Anyway, there's not much going on. I'm not doing a lot of shopping. I'm not doing a lot of coupons. So there isn't a lot to talk about, but I did want to come on and just talk briefly about some stuff that you might really like if you're camping, you do a lot of outdoor barbecuing, you have an RV, stuff like that. And I'm not going to do a hack video. There's tons of really amazing hack videos out there that all these very talented women, much more talented than me, have done on things that they get from Dollar Tree for RVing, camping, whatever. I'm just going to show you some of the ones I like. I actually went to Dollar Tree today and got a couple of things just because, I went in there actually because I needed one thing, and it was the one thing that they're completely sold out of. And so I'm going to give it an honorable mention. It is a ice cube tray with a lid on it, and you can actually fill it with the lid on, which is great because for some reason in my apartment, the floors must be slanted because my ice cubes, the ones on the one side are taller than the ones on the other side, which makes me think, but I'm always spilling water even when I think I have it level and I'm putting it in the ice, into the freezer, I still end up spilling water. So I was like, well, this is perfect, right? So I got one of these. But I did get some other stuff at Dollar Tree that was pretty cool. Another honorable mention, and I took a picture of it, but I didn't buy it. So I'll put it in, I'll use it as the thumbnail. But it was a very heavy duty melamine dish, and it looked like one of the old fashioned lunch trays. And I was like, this is great. If you have kids, instead of constantly buying paper plates, this thing is so much better. Because I'm not a big fan of paper plates. I'm not a big fan of using styrofoam and lots of paper when you go camping. I think like get yourself a nice, good quality set of melamine dishes, which the Dollar Tree is actually selling right now. And actually every place is selling them, Walmart, but like the thick ones, the really good, the hard plastic. And they'll last you for multiple seasons. And instead of wasting trees to buy paper plates, it's much better just to have these. I mean, yes, they are plastic, but melamine's a very hard plastic, and I don't know if it off gases. I know melamine cabinets off gas, but that's different because they're stuck to particle board. This is a solid piece. And if you don't know what melamine is, let me see if I can find. One of the things I bought was melamine. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so I bought this actually just because I need a butter dish. And this is melamine, and it is super hard plastic. You might be able to break this, but you'd have to work at it. And I was like, wow, this is for $1. This is worth it, man. For your sticks of vegan butter or whatever you use, it's great. So that's what I got. Also, another thing, I know we all love red Solo cups, but they are plastic cups. So these are these really hard plastic glasses. Dollar Tree sometimes has these in the winter, but they always have them in the summer. And I just got 4 of these. These match my melamine dishes, which are like a navy kind of Japanese design. I just got 4 of these. They're a really hard, solid plastic, and they're indestructible. So another thing I got, and I had gotten one of these before, and it must have gotten lost when I was moving. This is a silicone pad. Now, the great thing about this is you can rest a hot pot on this on a counter to save it, or you can fold it up and use it for a really hot handle. If one of the ways I've seen this used, I've never actually had to use it, is if you like to go camping and you have like the Lodge cookware, the cast iron cookware, the handle gets hot if you stick it on a direct fire. Well, this thing will save your hand from getting burnt with that. I mostly use this to put hot stuff on, and I do use it on my oven racks. Like when I just need to pull something out to look at it, but I don't really need to take whatever it is out of the oven, I'll use one of this for my oven rack. And for $1, and it comes in like a million colors. These things, this is kind of funny. These are really cool, but I'm not going to use them for what they're intended for. They're a giant soup cup that you have a lid that you can close, that keeps and that you can open it to let some steam out. I thought, wow, that's great. I'm going to use it as a giant coffee cup because have I broken coffee cups when I've gone camping? Yes, I have. And this, look at this. This is my size. Like, look at how big it is in comparison to my face. It's as big as my face. That's how I like my coffee, as big as my face. So I got those. I've never seen these before. These must be a new item. So I was pretty happy to find these. And I might use them for soup, but you know, the fact that they're made for soup, I know that they can handle the heat from coffee. And I'm just like, oh yeah, there's a coffee cup in my size, finally. All right, so this thing is everybody. All right, so let's get to the pet aisle. Okay, so I got this for Mr. Man because this is one of those. These are cheap. They fall apart, but it's worth it for $1. You can use it until it's so disgusting you just throw it away or whatever. It's just a mitt. You just put your hand in it and you like pet your dog and it takes all the hair. And they're made for dogs or cats. You can use them on either of them. So here's more from the pet aisle. So this was really cool. This is a water bottle, just a little tiny one, and it's got a little cup down here, which is super cute. I bet these are great for kids. When I take Mr. Man to the dog park, they have it's supposed to be like a drinking fountain for dogs, but it never works right, and it's just trickles water out, and it's just not great. And I don't like to buy bottles of water. I don't like bottled water. I think it's horrible for the environment. Those bottles are with us forever. Like, granted, I know this bottle will also be with us as long as a bottle of water, but I will probably get some use out of this. So what I'm going to use this for is for his water. And then I know this is a little small, but he will be able to drink out of this. And if I find he doesn't, I have these other collapsible water bowls that are made by, I can't remember, they're made for camping and for people that hike with their dogs. And I use them outside, but I can put little dog treats in there so he could have a little treat if he's a good boy. And last but not least, I had another set of these and they wore out. In fact, they were a different color, so that I must have had them that long. These are these clamps, and these are incredible for everything. I actually used to use these to hang my bathing suit out when I had a clothesline, because if you've ever taken a really wet bathing suit and you hang it on a clothesline, it almost always pulls off the regular clothesline hooks. These are incredible, and I can think of a million uses for these if I went camping. Like, so many things you could use them for around the tent. So I just got a couple more things. Now this next thing, I should have really given it an honorable mention because I don't really need it right now, but I've been looking for it for so long in white and nobody ever has it. They always have it in these crazy colors like orange and pink and lime green and weird yellows and everything. They finally had one in white. So you guys see what this is? It's this little, it's like supposed to be a craft carrier, but if you have a kid who's going back to college and has to share a bathroom in a dorm, this fits shampoo and conditioner, face scrub, soap, whatever, lotion, toothbrush, toothpaste. Absolutely perfectly. Every single camping hack, Dollar Tree hack that you see will show you one of these for when you have to walk to the shower room when you go to a campground. I got this because I really do want to do some camping. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this summer with everything going on with Rona, but for $1, I'm going to throw it in my arsenal because I will go camping at some point and I will need one of these if I need to go to the shower room. The next thing, okay, these are the table clamps. You put these around your picnic table to hold your tablecloth down. Now, the other thing you can do with these, there was I can't remember her name, but she was talking about this. You know when you go to the beach and you have like a beach chair and your towel is constantly blowing around and you're always chasing your towel? You can use these to clamp your towel to your beach chair. I thought that was genius. I don't know how she figured it out. She's just really smart. So I got these. Now, I'm going to show you the ones I have, and I'm not kidding you. They also sell these at Dollar Tree still. I've had these for like 2 years. These things are, I couldn't believe, for $1 to last 2 years, and they're basically just like a bag clip. The only problem with these is the end is so small that sometimes if you have a bag that's really big and you have to fold it over, these are really straining to like stay on it. Even though they're pretty strong, it's, I just need like a wider one. So I was looking and I saw these, and these are basically the same company. They seem just as strong. And so I picked up some of these, but these are one of those things that, like, why go spend a bunch of money somewhere else when you can get 3 for $1 at Dollar Tree. Really, because by the way, they're all made in China, so don't put in the comments, well, you know, all that crap's made in China. It's all made in fucking China. All right, so these are a really favorite hack of mine. In fact, you know, we're going to do these last because these are such a favorite hack. I just want to show this one last thing. These were just cute, so I grabbed them. I always need these. I tend to burn these when I'm cooking, like literally on fire burn them. But they were just, you know, it's a 2-pack for $1 at Dollar Tree, and I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got like a really cute graphic of hot dogs and hamburgers, and so if they get ruined, it's fine. All right, so here's the hack with these. All right, there is something called Hobo cooking, which is a very weird name, but basically it's packet cooking. And these are perfect for it because they're pre-measured. You can do like a kind of a fake grilled cheese in this. You can do pretty much anything. You can do desserts in these. You can do hobo pies in these. If you don't want aluminum foil near your food, which I don't really like, what you can do is take a piece of parchment that's just about the same size or slightly smaller, and put the ingredients into the parchment first. Then do the aluminum foil around it, and then you can throw this thing straight into your campfire and cook. And I mean, for $1, you get 25 of these. I really don't use these other than when I've gone camping, but they're a great thing to have because there's no cleanup with them. I mean, you can choose to, if you want to, try and recycle the aluminum because they are made of aluminum, but they're so great for camping. And I mean, I've seen online, there's tons of recipes for, it's either called hobo cooking or packet cooking. A lot of time you'll see people mention like hobo pie, hobo stew, and it's basically stuff that's all cooked in aluminum foil over an open flame. So you can actually use these and just use parchment if you don't want the aluminum foil near your food. And like I said, there's a bunch of recipes online. There's a bunch of recipes on YouTube. And check out YouTube because there's a ton of women that are doing like far more interesting stuff with all this Dollar Tree stuff, like crafts and putting things together and you glue gun and this. And I didn't do any of that. I just basically went to Dollar Tree and got like this stuff. And it's really funny though. The only reason I went was to get these ice cube trays that have the lid, and she was like, oh yeah, we sold out of them. Of course you did. Unfortunately, they're starting to put out all the 4th of July stuff, and as soon as that's gone, they will start putting out the back to school stuff. So if you need any of this stuff for camping, go grab it now because it's going to be gone really soon. In fact, I was looking at tablecloths and they were already out. All they had was the red and white plaid tablecloth that like the Italian restaurant kind, and